Hello world! For today's LeetCode challenge, we construct 2D array. So let's start. Here we are provided an array and two integers. One of this integer is rows and another is columns, which means two columns and two rows. Let's first create a list containing n copies of the value 0. This is a concise way to initialize a list with a specified number of elements, all set to the same initial value. As we see here, it is 0 and 0. Then we can repeat the process for each row of the 2D list with for loop. We create a 2D list with m rows, where each row is initialized with n zeros. In other words, it uses a list comprehension to create m rows, each containing n zeros. Let's return the results to see what's really happening here. As we see, it returned a 2D list with m rows, where each row is initialized with n zeros. Hope it makes sense. If you are having difficulties to understand this list comprehension, please let me know in the comments below. I would be happy helping, guiding you. Now we may assign it to the variable results. In the next step, we'll loop through the original array and fill this 2D array results by mapping elements from this 1D array original. First, let's calculate the row index in the 2D array. The integer division I divided by n gives us the quotient of the division, which represents the row index. As we see, it's 0. Then we calculate the column index in the 2D array. The modulus in gives us the remainder of the division, which represents the column index. As we see here, the calculated, the row index and the column index is 0. Now we can access and fill elements in the 2D array results during the iteration over the original 1D array. Let's assign the value of the element at index I from this original array to the corresponding position in this 2D array results. Then we can return the filled 2D array as the final results. As we see, it returned the final results. But there is a problem. If the original list is empty, then it returns a 2D array that's filled with zeros. This is not what we want. We must ensure that the function proceeds with constructing the 2D array only if the length of the original array is exactly equal the expected number of elements for the specified dimensions. If not, it must return an empty list, but it's returning 0 now. We must fix it. So let's write an algorithm to handle this case. If len original is not equal m multiplied by n, then return empty list. Here, as we wanted, it returned an empty list. If there are elements in the original array, it returns the expected constructed 2D array. So we solved the problem. Congratulations.